everybody, and welcome to Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica, and today we're going to do a full face of makeup using makeup from the Dollar Tree. They have so many great products, and today I just have a few of what they have, and I'm just gonna kind of show you what they're like and tell you what I think of them, if they're good, if they're worth it, if not, and I would like to do this tutorial a few more times using different products because they do have so much. And so let's get started. I need to mention that the only things that I will not be using from the Dollar Tree are my eyelashes and glue. I'm going to be using my Ardell Wispies and Duo brand glue. And I will be using a foundation brush and a silicone sponge, neither of which are from the Dollar Tree. So these are the only items I'm using not from the Dollar Tree. Reason why I'm not using the eyelashes that they sell at the Dollar Tree, they have several and they're really pretty, but I can never get them to stay on my eyes. I don't know if it's the band around the edge or whatnot, but definitely try them. You might be able to get them to stick to your eyelids, but I'm just gonna use my trusted Ardell Wispies. I do this backwards, I think, compared to how everyone else does it. I like to start with my eyelashes first. So I'm gonna apply my eyelashes first. Before I do though, I'm gonna show you, I do have a mascara. It's an L.A.Colors mascara in black from the Dollar Tree. And I will apply it just to show you what it looks like. I have short eyelashes. I don't know if you can tell or not. So I need a lot of help in the eyelash department. I need a really good mascara when I use one. So I will show you what this looks like on my eyelashes before I put the false lashes on. Just did this eye. Not terrible. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I'm putting several coats. It's not terrible. Like I said, my eyelashes are really short anyway, so there's not a whole lot that can be done. So there we go. Eyelashes are on. Again, you don't have to do this step. I'm just going to do it because my eyelashes are so short, and I just think the eyelashes make a nice look with the eye makeup and whatnot. So I'm just doing that because my eyelashes are so sad. So a matte white eyeshadow is really, I find it hard to find, especially in a drugstore, let alone the Dollar Tree. But I picked up this palette. It's L.A.Colors Smoky. And actually then it says smoky on the front, but on the back it's super natural, and it's got like whites and grays and blues. They have a matte white right up here, and that's really why I bought this palette. And I'm just going to apply this white under my brow bone. As far as it's not really pigmented, but I do like that it is matte. So it's not very pigmented. And I like to put a little bit on the inner, kind of on the inner corners to kind of brighten up the eye. See that? Kind of opens up the eye. I just love using a matte white. If you didn't want to use like a matte white, you could always use like an off-white or a cream color. But so yeah, you know, it's really not terrible. It's got enough color to where it's not too intrusive. I guess if it was any more pigmented, it might be a bit much. So that, not terrible. The next color I'm going to use is, I bought two of these palettes. This one is Beauty, and this one is Calm. And they're both L.A.Colors, and they come in these really nice, sleek little palettes. They actually this is all matte. It's different shades of tans and browns and creams, and it kind of reminds me of the Urban Decay Naked Basics. Really nice looking palette. And then this one reminded me of a mini version of the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. It's got two matte shades right there, and then the rest are shimmers and kind of golds and kind of that reddish color there. Got all these brushes. They're Wet n Wild brand, and I use these all the time. You can tell they got makeup on them, but these are really good brushes that you can pick up at the Dollar Tree. They're, again, Wet n Wild, and they're soft. they come, I like the pink and the white, and they're really good, and they have a lot of different shapes and sizes, and you know, for contouring, and you know, just all kinds of things. Even this, I use this one here for my eyebrows, but it's a eyeliner brush, and they're really good. Definitely worth $1, no doubt. I'm gonna take this one here, wet my brush a little bit just to get a little bit of a darker color, and I'm going to start with this color right here and apply that to my whole lid. It's got a really good color payoff. It doesn't crumble in the pan very much. Like I said, I'm applying this kind of damp. The brush is a little bit damp. Always blend, 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 blend. Very good pigment. They don't have much fallout either. There really was not much under my eye. Really nice, very smooth. I really like it so far. See, just a very nice, just kind of a warm matte brown, I would say that. Now the colors don't have names on them, but who cares? So I think kind of names, different, all the, you know, you end up having all these eyeshadows that are similar that have all these different names, and you pay a lot of money for it too. So that is awesome. Look at that color payoff. Very nice, very smooth, hardly any mess at all. I can't say that for my I have the Urban Decay Naked Basics, the first edition one, and there's so much fallout from that that it's ridiculous, but that had almost none. I'm gonna go with another color. I'm gonna do the shimmery one here on the end, and it's just like a shimmery light brown color. And I'm gonna just do it in the center here. Again, I kind of wet my brush. I used a different, it's the same brush, but it's just a different one. And I just kind of bring the shimmer up just a tad. That is really pretty. Just a little shimmer. I want to do a little bit of dark on the edge, so I'm going to take the other one, the Calm. This is the one with the matte tans and browns, and I'm going to use the darkest one here on the end and just kind of go on the outside and along the lash line there on the outside. Man, that should be creating a much bigger mess than it is. It is very smooth. And then last but not least, I'm going to use this light shimmery shade here on the end. And I'm just gonna kind of go in the inner corner just a bit for a highlight. Highly recommend these. Awesome. They had a couple other ones there that I will buy and check out because those are fabulous. Highly recommend those. Now we need to do eyeliner. I picked up two. I got the Auto Eyeliner. It's L.A.Colors. It's a retractable eyeliner, which I love. I love a retractable eyeliner. And it's nice when you don't have to sharpen. And then I got a L.A.Colors liquid liner. And I'm accustomed to using a liquid liner pen. So this could be a little unfamiliar for me. I haven't used one of these applicators in a long time. So we'll just see how I do. But let's try them anyway and just see how the products are themselves. Has a pretty good color payoff. Let's see how it applies on the eyes. I like to go in my inner eye. I know there's people that advise against that, but and then I'm gonna wing it up a little bit. Really not bad. It's taken a little bit of work to get the color. I don't know if it's been discontinued or not, but I usually use the L'Oreal Silk Seam in black, and it's so smooth, takes no pressure. So this, has takes a little bit more pressure than that, but for $1, not bad. And I do like that it is retractable. There we go, not bad. Good, got the effect, so not bad. Not the best, but definitely not the worst eyeliner I've ever used. Next, we're gonna use the liquid liner. It's very nice, very smooth, very pigmented. The brush applicator isn't as hard to use as I thought it would be. It's really very nice. See? Yeah, I don't think you could really get a better liquid liner at the drugstore for, $6, $7, $8, $9, really. Like I said, I like the pen, so they don't have any of those at the Dollar Tree that I've seen so far. This is great though. Like I said, I don't think you could get one that is any better quality. If you like a pen like I do, you're gonna have to go to the drugstore to get that. As I said, I haven't seen one yet at the Dollar Tree. I will be on the lookout though. But yeah, great eyeliner, very much worth $1 if you know and like a liquid eyeliner. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but yeah, very nice. There you go. There's eyeshadow eyeliner, all for $1. So far, so good. So now the next thing we're gonna do is foundation. They had a couple different kinds. I decided to pick up this L.A.Colors liquid makeup, and it comes in a pump, which I like. It's really cool. So I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. Again, I'm using my own foundation brush. I'll do another tutorial where I use one of their beauty sponges, but I kind of wanted to see how this applied with my regular method, so that's why I went with my own brush today. So I'm just gonna put some on, and then just start. Always start in the center of your face and work outward. And I will be honest, I have used this foundation before and tried applying it with one of these. It does not apply, this foundation does not apply well with one of these. Also too, they don't, when you're buying foundation, it's one thing to buy eyeshadows and eyeliners and stuff. With foundation, they don't have a lot of color selection. Of course, my skin is somewhere in the middle, so it's a little easier for me. This is natural. I think they had a couple other shades, but if you're really, really light, really, really dark, it's gonna be difficult at the Dollar Tree, and that's a big downside. If you have an easy shade to match, you can, and you like the foundations there, you can do okay. So, it's decent coverage. It might actually, the consistency is a little bit more tinted moisturizer-esque, I feel. Not the worst. Does okay with me. What I lack in eyelashes, I got in skin, so I don't need a ton of coverage, but this one I'm in the middle of the road. I tend to like makeup that has a little bit of benefits in it. So I tend to go for things that are luminizing or anti-aging or whatnot. Next, I bought this contour kit. It's Beauty Benefits Hollywood, and if you've ever seen this brand at the Dollar Tree, it comes in a pink packaging. And I think they had a couple different shades of this. I kind of got the most contrasting one. Apply the dark. It's a very nice matte powdered contour. It's very pigmented. I actually got too much under my chin. Just kind of do contour, just use it as you would any contour. It's very pigmented. Actually, I have to kind of use a light hand, which is good. I mean, that's a compliment for something from the Dollar Tree. A lot of times your biggest problem is that there's not enough pigment. I bought a NARS contour powder kit, very similar to this, and I would say that dark color is actually better. Can't beat it. So before I do the light color, I'm actually gonna use a bronzer first, and I picked up this e.l.f. bronzer, and this is deep. They had a couple different ones, I believe, and it seems to not have a lot of shimmer in it, which is good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this. I'm not really using the best brush for this, but for some reason I've got my brushes mixed up, and I used my bronzer brush for my blush and vice versa. And I haven't washed them yet, so we're just gonna make it work. Put it down the neck a bit. Kind of go where the sun would. Again, you kind of have to use a light hand with this. It's people know Elf, and a lot of times you can find a lot of things Elf brand at the Dollar Tree, which is really nice. Elf, Wet n Wild, and of course L.A.Colors and that Beauty Benefits Hollywood brand are always there. They have another brand too, I can't remember the name of it, but that you see all the time. So yeah, very nice bronzer. If you can find the Elf bronzer there, it's very nice. Again, it's hard to find a matte bronzer, so anytime you can find one, that's a big plus. I'm gonna go back to my contour kit. I'm actually gonna have to use another brush because I don't have something to use a light contour for, so I'm just using another brush, and I'm gonna just apply this light color. Very pigmented. This is just my method, but you can put it just anywhere where you normally would, and I would say this is every bit as good as my NARS that I know I spent over $30 for, I'm sure, maybe even 40, there's no telling. But yes, very highly recommended for $1, especially if you're new to contouring, you know, but every bit as good as NARS, I think. So highly recommended. I bought this L.A.Colors. It's in Toast, and it's just a single blush. And I thought it was very reminiscent, again, of NARS, like a Deep Throat. It's got a little bit of like glitter in it, but I don't think it's anything that's gonna really show up. So, but it was just a very pretty color, looks very universally flattering. And so I thought we'd give that a try. So I'm using my big brush that I should have used for my bronzer. Very nice. I don't know the lasting power of it, but it's very nice color. Again, $1, so very nice blush. Non-streaky, and you kind of have to use a lighter hand with it. It's very well pigmented. Another thing I bought was L.A.Colors contour stick. They've got dark, they got light, they also have a highlighter. They might even have another shade or two. So I bought the light. I'm gonna just apply this kind of as a concealer. I love a crayon anything. I'm gonna use my makeup sponge for this. Blends very nice, very pigmented. And I like to do this after I have on like my blush and my bronzer. I feel like it kind of opens up your face a little bit. So there you go. Now to set my makeup, I bought this L.A.Colors pressed powder in beige. And they have a couple different colors. Again, you know, if you have really light, really dark skin, color selection ain't great. And I've actually used these before, and they're really good, especially just for a quick little touch up. And we've all dropped our compacts and have broken them, so it's a lot less heartbreaking when it's $1. And I bought this, and I'm not liking it already. It's a kabuki brush from the Dollar Tree, and it's very, very, very poor quality. I can just tell. It feels very reminiscent of a Brillo pad. I'm almost afraid to use it, but I'm going to apply my powder. This, by the way, too, comes with a little sponge applicator that I do not like. Usually when I use it, I use a foam, like a nicer circle puff to apply it. But today I'm gonna try this kabuki brush. There's a lot of fallout, but I don't think it's because of the powder. I think the brush is just very, very rough. And I'm just gonna, oh yeah, oh God, that's just terrible. Yeah, this brush is not recommended. I don't remember the brand, but when you see this, it's a no. So the powder is great. Next, I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows. And they had some products, they had some different things like little eyebrow kits and stuff. And I will buy one of those at some point and we'll use one. But I decided this time to just go ahead and use this eyeshadow palette, the Calm, because it's matte and it's got different shades of brown. I'm obviously a brunette trying to be blonde. And so I'm gonna kind of go with probably this lighter color. I could do the lighter or the dark, but the one right here on the end, I'm gonna just use this. Wet my brush just a little bit and just drop it in there and just kind of just fill in. But you know, you don't really have to buy a separate eyebrow kit. If you have a matte eyeshadow that is, you know, brown, dark brown, really light brown, you know, you can use that instead of all those fancy powders that they come up with. You know, and if you're blonde or any shade of brown or black, that generally the colors will work. There's one eyebrow compared to the other one. Nice, just subtle, you know, just very, very subtle. This is my favorite method, a powder for filling in my eyebrows. I think it's the most natural, I feel, so this works good for me. So there you go. So can be used for eyebrows too. Double duty. Now last but not least is lips. They had this really pretty color. I think they had a few different colors, but this L.A.Colors lip gloss, and it's a moisturizing formula. And I got the color Coral. It smells really good. It's very fruity. The color is just pretty. It seems very universally flattering. Who doesn't love a coral lip gloss? So let's give it a try. Man, it tastes great. It's really not very sticky, which is good. Very pretty. Really nice lip gloss for $1. Tastes good, not really sticky. Nice color payoff. Very nice. So there you go. Full face of Dollar Tree makeup with the exception of eyelashes and eyelash glue. So what are my most recommended out of what I used today? I would buy all of these for your face in a heartbeat. The foundation, I can't fully recommend it because I don't think it would work for most people, but the contour stick, L.A.Colors, the L.A.Colors Blush and Toast, the Beauty Benefits Hollywood Contour Kit, and the e.l.f. Bronzer for your face, highly recommended. All of the Wet n Wild brushes that come with the white handle, all recommended. For eyeshadow, these makeup palettes, can't wait to try the other ones that they have. And then if you're just needing like one color, these usually suffice. Again, for me personally, I liked the matte white in this palette. I also liked the eyeliner, pencil, the retractable L.A.Colors eyeliner, the L.A.Colors liquid eyeliner, the L.A.Colors pressed powder, if you can find a shade that works for you. And last but not least is the L.A.Colors lip gloss. Again, excited to try the other colors in this as well. Thank you for watching. Again, if there are any products in particular from the Dollar Tree you would like me to try to find and use, I'm gonna be doing this tutorial again with different products. Just let me know, drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit the bell notification to know when I post more videos. And also like this video and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye. Thanks for watching.